I'd first like to thank all of you for being here today. Some of you come from so far, and no matter the distance, I know it means so much to Jen and Michael and my whole family. And I'd also like to thank the parents and everyone who made this night possible. Everything looks gorgeous. Yeah. Have you ever seen a more strikingly beautiful bride? And I'm not just saying that because we're twins. You look good. You look good. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Jessica, Jennifer's twin sister. Met Jen in the womb about 30 years ago. Being roommates right off the bat for 9 months really brought us close. It's not hard to find great things to say about such an amazing person that has played such a pivotal role in shaping my life and who I am today. Growing up, people would always ask us, what's it like to be twins? To which Jen would always respond, I don't know, what's it like to not be a twin? I think it's difficult to describe the connection and closeness that one shares as a twin, but I'm going to do my best to describe it tonight. Being a twin is crying when they separate you at birth until they put you in the same crib. It's sharing in your first steps together. It's encouraging each other to take the wheels off your tricycle. It's waiting for the bus stop with someone every day. It's knowing when each other is sad, why, and how to make each other feel better. It's sharing endless games with Barbies, dress-ups, cutouts, the list is endless. We've truly experienced and learned more things together than most can even imagine. Whether it was going on vacations or starting a new school together, we always had each other to hang around with and to keep each other company. Speaking of starting a new school, I'll never forget moving to Corona and starting 4th grade in the middle of the school year. My mom made us aware that this new school wasn't like our old school because unlike our old school, we were required to wear uniforms here. As awful as it was to hear, we had no choice but to suck it up. Our first day on campus, I remember waiting at the office for one of our classmates to meet and guide us to our new classroom. As soon as we saw our classmate, Jen and I immediately looked at each other with terror over our faces. She was wearing a bright pink tank top and jean shorts while wearing uniforms. My mom paid no attention and went on her merry way to work. We knew we were doomed. All I remember after that was standing in front of Jennifer in the class, getting laughed at for being the new twin freaks in uniforms. We legit felt like the twins in The Shining. We're like, come play with us. Like, it was awful. So we basically started our 4th grade experience committing social suicide. So needless to say, yeah, Jen and I shared our first embarrassing moments together, first of many. You're all laughing now, but my mom made us wear those uniforms for like 2 weeks after that. I swear to God. I swear to God. And we're like, there's no uniforms here. Why? Why are we doing this? So, well played, Mom. People don't forget. Seriously. It was so embarrassing. They like thought we like went to a private school before that, and we're like, no, I swear we're normal, like, these aren't our clothes. Experiencing life with someone your age was always a blessing. We had most of the same classes together, we learned to ride bikes together, we learned to drive together, we shared every friend together, we experienced our first crushes together, our first breakups, our first loves, and now our first marriage. She's truly my other half, my sister, my best friend, enemy at times, and even my bodyguard whenever I needed her. She was always a shoulder to cry on and a person I could always trust. She was always there. I've never met someone I have so much in common with and yet is completely the opposite of me in so many ways. I know one thing for sure we share is the same voice. The same man voice that we got. So if you guys ever hear us on the phone, there's a pretty good chance you're not going to know who that kid is. It's pretty neat.
Who's the guy?
Who's the guy? We own it, whatever. We share the same sense of humor too. Some kid in high school tried to like poke fun of us and call us the Allen brothers. So without skipping the beat, Jen was like, cool, brother! So now we just call each other brother. In case you guys were ever wondering, that's the story. Jen was always the outgoing, crazy, loud negotiator since we were kids. If you ever watched any of our baby videos, Jen's always front and center leading, and I'm just like guiding behind her, like, okay, this is where we're going. She's always called me passenger, and she's the driver. Always, to this day. But now, Michael, you're the new passenger, so you got that. I'm gonna let you have that. You keep that. Keep that. She always talked my parents into let us sleep over at her friend's house on multiple occasions, and always knew how to calm my dad down if one of us mouthed off. So thanks, Jen. Way to take over the team. It's no wonder she's kick-ass in sales. She's been a saleswoman her whole life. Besides her incredible drive, she's beautiful, a badass poker player, and is hands down the best storyteller of all time. Definitely one of the funniest people I've ever had the pleasure of knowing my whole life. It wasn't until 2013 when I got my first memory of Michael. Sorry, this is funny. After a few dates with each other, Michael, being the go-getter that he is, wanted to knock Jen's socks off and cook dinner for the two of them on a Friday night at 8 p.m.
Not my fault.
The night before this date, Melissa over here, Jen's good friend and fellow bridesmaid, wanted to give Michael some helpful hints to make sure he was out of the game. Anybody who knows Jen knows she hates clingy, needy, overly texty guys. It just bores her, it makes her sick. So Melissa's advice was make her chase you a little bit. She likes that. Melissa made Michael aware of these things and said to just take it slow and use the knowledge given to your advantage. Fast forward to 7 p.m. that night of the big date, and I get a phone call from Jennifer, all distraught and crying. And I'm like, what's wrong, brother? She's like, my date is in an hour, and Michael has not responded to any of my texts all day. And I'm like, what? Not a single text. Seriously, I'm done with guys. He seems so perfect. What a jerk. I'm stupid. Turns out our guy Michael over here took the advice a little too seriously. A little bit of an overachiever. She was about to head toward my house for wine and a shoulder to cry on. We ends up texting her at 7:30 with, can't wait to see you, like 30 minutes before the date. As minor as that story seems, Jen to this day says that experience really got her attention, made her realize what it'd be like to possibly lose a good guy. From the bottom of my heart, I could not handpick a more perfect person for Jen than Michael. I truly mean that wholeheartedly. Your parents did a phenomenal job raising such a smart, sweet, selfless, and giving man. So cheers to you guys. You guys did a really good job. Such a good job. He really is the most kindest, generous, and clearly the bravest man I've ever met. Well, I haven't signed anything. If you're ready to leave, I got the car running. No documents have been signed yet. No, but really, Michael, you are the perfect gentleman. You're the only one who opens the door for my sister everywhere she goes. Everywhere. I remember one of the first times I drove with you guys to dinner, and I get out of the car, Michael gets out, and I see Jen just sitting in the front seat. And I'm like, all right, we're here, you can get out. And Jen goes, no, like Michael has to open the door for me. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, get out of the car. Like, what am I doing? And she's like, no, you don't understand. Like, he'll get upset if you can't open the door for me. He loves doing things for me. And that's when I knew, yep, she's gonna marry him. Michael really is a perfect match for Jen. They both love football, love traveling, partying. They both love ratchet rap music. And he even fulfills the insane bets they make when it comes to losing football. I knew he 100% loved Jen when he lost the bet and had to get his toes painted in Patriot colors with Patriots written on the toes. He sucked it up and got them done. And I'm pretty sure he kept them on a little bit longer. I think it was like a month. I'm all, what's the bet, like a week? Like, you can take it off now. It's okay.
It was Jill. It was Jill.
Okay, I'm all, He's like, I volunteer as tribute. Although I feel like I'm losing you, I know Michael will take really good care of you. You have a new best friend, a new half who will let you vent and cry when you've had a bad day. One who will listen and let you know he's truly there for you always and forever. I feel so honored standing next to you today witnessing such a beautiful wedding. I'm so thankful to have a new brother, a new fantastic addition to the family. I know the two of you have a wonderful adventure ahead of you, and with God's blessing, your marriage will last a lifetime. You are two extraordinary people, and as you sit side by side through this roller coaster of life, remember to scream from peaks, hold hands to the dips, laugh through the loops, and enjoy every twist and turn. I wish you newlyweds the best of luck together. May you bring joy, love, and happiness as one. Jen, if you could place your hand on the table in front of you. Michael, put your hand on top of hers. Michael, this will be the last time you ever have the other hand. So finally, if you could please raise your glasses and join me once again in a toast to the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Merrill.